I'm going to say it again. I'm 13 years old. All of you are adults. Adults, right? You can drive, you can drink, you can vote. I don't have that. When I asked my mom if I could be dropped off here, her response was, is it safe? Is it safe? You know, we had someone come up here and talk, don't teach our children to disobey those who are protecting us. I don't see them protecting me. If you want to talk about those protecting me, I look to those who are standing right now because my trust isn't in them. I don't trust any of you. I don't trust any of the police officers because you have shown time and time again that we cannot trust you. I go to City High Middle School, just voted the top high school in the state. You know what they teach us? Teach us to speak up for yourself. We're IB learners, right? We're smart. None of you are smart. None of you can recognize murderers. You can identify that there is a problem, but you cannot fix it. I don't know much about the law. Again, I'm young, but I'm pretty sure an accomplice to a murder should be arrested. And right now, all of you sitting and doing nothing are accomplices to a murder.
You could, please refrain from the additional commentary. If you could let her finish.
I am frustrated, and frustrated can't even begin how absolutely terrified I am to live here. I'm expected to raise my kids here. I'm expected to go outside and walk my 5-year-old little brother. God forbid we look too scary. God forbid he accidentally is wearing his hood and we get the police called on us because we are window shopping to go steal later. I don't want to keep coming here. Trust me, this is not how I want to spend my night. I don't want to come here. I don't want to sit here and I don't want to have to beg you to stop killing people. That's not what I want to do. I have friends. I have other things that I could be doing, and I'm sitting in front of a group of adults who think murder is okay. And you can't sit here and tell me you don't think murder is okay because you're allowing it to happen. If you want to talk about God, you want to talk about Jesus, I'm a Christian. I don't know what God some of these people believe in, but it sure ain't mine. I have never read in the Bible where he said we should allow the people who are supposed to be protecting us kill us. I'm sorry, maybe I missed that scripture though. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Please do not make me sit here and scream another name. Do not sit here and make me beg. And God forbid that name is mine. God forbid that name is any of these people. God forbid. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Those in this gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the Spirit. This is a video of this young lady, or a young teenager. She may be an Israelite. I mean, she comes off as a Jake. I mean, you know who knows these days, but I'll say this little Israelite girl, okay, appears that she may be what they would consider biracial. I got to be careful, because if I say anything biracial of anything lighter than a paper bag with straight or fine hair, then you in danger of being ridiculed by these all black guys. And these dudes are completely out their mind, man. But anyway, neither here nor there. But, she appears to be an Israelite. But whether she is or not, the point is that people were getting fed up with you, Esau, Edom, okay? Because I'm assuming this is I think she went before the city council or the councils and so forth, because, the city or the police department is part of the municipality, okay? They are under the city services, or they are what they call public servants. So cops are pretty much on the city payroll. They're under the city manager, etc. You got public works, you got parks and rec, you got the water departments, you have agriculture departments, you got the city park rangers, you got the cops, sheriffs, detectives, city council, city hall. All these people report to city hall to some degree. Okay, it's like a big umbrella with different departments. So she went down there and she was expressing her disgust for the violence of Israelites getting killed by cops. Okay, and hey, people are fed up with you, E. Okay, people are really fed up with you, man. Okay, and this girl is 13 years old and she chewed into you, man. I mean, she made an excellent point. She made very good, valid points in this video about, you know, her being afraid, or, you know, her possibly being shot down by the cops because of the color of her skin. And really, you know, the hatred is deeper than the color of the skin. Okay, see, most people think it's a black and white thing, but in fact, it's really not a black and white thing. This thing it's a spiritual thing. The reason why Esau Edom hates us, you know, he hates us because it's due to the birthright. It has nothing really to do with you being melanated, though. I mean, that's a small thing in this day and age, because people have lost the touch of spiritual reality to connect the dots as to why he hates us. All right. But nonetheless, it's really due to the birthright. Okay. Because if you go to Genesis, I believe, what is the 27th chapter, once he was supplanted of the birthright, which was actually through the spirit that the Lord supplanted him through Jacob. It was through the spirit, because Esau was never geared to get the birthright anyway, because he was created to be the wicked. But what happened was he was supplanted for it. And then at that point, he realized that he got duped, so to speak, because Jacob means to supplant. Okay. But at that point, he's had a bloodlust for us. And it shows, man. Okay. All throughout history, if you go into the time of the Babylonians, Esau was there to help take us down and to help throw us into captivity in roundabout ways. Okay. He gave us up to the Babylonians. You know, he pretty much snaked us. All right. Same thing when you go into the time of the Greeks. Okay. Alexander the Great, though he was favorable among, he never really fell sore upon Israelites. Okay. The Israelites didn't catch hell at the hand of the Greeks until Alexander died. And basically the empire was split up into 4 generals. So that's when they smote us sore, because you got to understand that Alexander, he dealt with different, I think Onias, the high priest. Okay. He dealt with the high priest at particular times, and he reverenced it, and he actually bowed down to the priest, man, because, hey, he was like, oh, wow, these are the Lord's people. But once he died, what happened was that the empire was split up into his 4 generals, and mainly Ptolemy and Antiochus, which come out of the Seleucid dynasty. Ptolemy comes out of Ptolemy, of course, and then they fell sore upon our people. Hence, going into the Romans, the same thing. Okay, they used to feed Jake to alligators for sport. Okay, we used literally gladiator wars, man. They'll throw you in the ring, put a piece of steak on your damn loincloth, and the lion would devour you would literally get put to death, man. They did it for sport. Okay, same thing in his age, man. You know, today they catch Jake, they see him with a hoodie on, and hey, they shoot him 165 times. Like that guy, what's his name? Jalen Walker, I believe. Hey, they shot at that guy over 90 times and 60 bullets hit him. That's more than enough bullets to put anything moving down. Okay, but that's the intensity of the hate that you devils have had for us over the course of time. Okay, and it's just going to get worse. Like we've been telling you, Negro, Latino, and Native Americans out there, that, hey, the time of Esau coming down with great wrath upon our people is to the point he's going to start kicking in doors. Okay, and he's going to start gunning people down, especially if you of Israelite descent. Okay, watch the movie The First Purge. The First Purge perfectly depicts what happens when Esau is given a little go-ahead to smoke our people. Because what happened? They was going through churches. They was killing women and children. All right, men, elderly. Okay, and they showed you that on that movie. They had these men dressed up in KKK. But I believe they was like derivatives of Blackwater troops, basically Russian mercenaries that was for hire. And then what happened was that they were going around and they were killing Jake during the time of the purge, because what happened was the fact that the purge wasn't elevating enough. It wasn't enough killing, because Jake, they ain't on that, man. Jake just want to be in the corner. They want to turn up. They want to dance, have sex. This is what Jake want to do. Jake ain't trying to be out here really doing a bunch of wicked shit unless, you know, you put him in that predicament. Though we do have wicked people, clearly, you know, but overall, Jake just really want to be left alone. So what happened was in the purge party, they were supposed to be killing each other. And that was the whole experiment. It was basically genocidal. They wanted Jake to turn on each other because they wanted to depopulate. And they found out that that wasn't working. So they decided to send mercenaries in, you know, sending mercenaries to do the bidding. Okay, so that's the whole point, man. All right, so here we are. And it's beautiful they got subtitles on this because, I mean, you can read it as I'm speaking. So anyway, I'm going to play the rest of it and I'm going to go into a couple of precepts. But People are fed up with you, E. Okay, people are literally fed up with your madness, with your nonsense. They're fed up with your shenanigans, man. Okay, because clearly you cops out there, you have a straight up order to kill our people on sight, and we get it. You know, it's really all Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. They don't know that. We know that. But regardless of it is, there's still gonna be a recompense for the blood you shed, because even though these people are not of the truth or of the righteous stock, they're still Israelites, and you're still gonna have to pay for that. And we're gonna get into that. All right, so here we go.
To live here. I'm expected to raise my kids here. I'm expected to go outside and walk my 5-year-old little brother. God forbid we look too scary. God forbid he accidentally is wearing his hood and we get the police called on us because we are window shopping to go steal later.
That's an interesting point. Window shopping and go steal later. You are basically being what they call profiled. You know, we are all profiled. I've been profiled a lot of time. I remember when I was living back home in Chicago, man, I don't know. I think I was going to see my grandmother or something, man. And I had a particular car that is known, you know, I guess you can't really judge a car, but it's stereotypical. Well, this type of car, young black male, young, you know, he got to have something in the car. I literally turned to get on a highway and they swooped right behind me. You know what I'm saying? Looking for shit. And I'm like, I ain't even nothing in this car, man. You know what I'm saying? And it was like 6 detectives, man. I'm like, it's a matter they didn't shoot me down. You know, but the fact that they profiled me because, you know, I'm a man of color, and the fact that I drove a certain type of car and I had a certain look to me. You know, when you're young like that, Jake always wear the baseball caps. I think I don't know if I had braids then. I think I had my hair then. I don't know. I may have cut it by then, but regardless, you know, typical young male, 21, 22, head full of hair, baseball cap, driving a certain car. You know, smooth face. They like, oh yeah, we're gonna mess with him. And you know, they searched him for his, but they didn't find anything. But that's the point, profiling, what she's saying.
I want to keep coming here. Trust me, this is not how I want to spend my night. I don't want to come here. I don't want to sit here and I don't want to have to beg you to stop killing people. That's not what I want to do. I have friends. I have other things that I could be doing, and I'm sitting in front of a group of adults who think murder is okay. And you can't sit here and tell me you don't think murder is okay because you're allowing it to happen. If you want to talk about God, you want to talk about Jesus, I'm a Christian. I don't know what God some of these people believe in, but it sure ain't mine.
All right, that's enough of that. Let's get to the precepts, all right? So this is the book of Ezekiel 35, and I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophecy against it. What's Mount Seir? Mount Seir is the Edomites, okay? That's another way of saying the nation of Edom, okay? The seed of Edom, okay? He go by different names, the daughter of Babylon, the daughter of Edom, the wicked, the devil, okay? What else? The Edom, Mount Seir, Teman, Dedan, Idumean, okay, Basra. These are all titles for the so-called white man, which is the biblical Edomites. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophecy against it. And saying to it, Thus says Yahweh power, or the Lord Yahweh, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, okay, and it's going into Babylon, which currently this is your cities, because if you look at the cities and the infrastructures and the high habitations, it's a pretty much a reminiscent of the caves. You see what I'm saying? It's a reminiscent of the caves. That's why everything is built out of concrete. That's why when you go downtown, it's like you in a huge valley, because those huge skyscrapers, it's a reminiscent of being of high altitude in those rocks, man. Okay, and that's why it's an echo. That's why he builds those things, and that's another spiritual component to prove that the so-called white man is indeed the biblical Idumeans. I mean, you can't escape that. So that Japhet doctrine is that's trash, man. You know, but it says here, and say, Thus says the Lord, I'm against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate, and I will lay thy cities waste, and thou should be desolate, and thou should know that I am Yahweh. Okay, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. And this is just to name a few. Okay, we can name thousands of Jakes, hundreds of Jakes that have been killed within the last 10, 12 years by the hands of so-called white men. Okay, most of them being cops. All right, and what they get, dishonorable. They don't even get that. They may get a paid leave, like this guy. What's his name? Darren Wilson. That dude became a millionaire overnight after he killed Mike Brown. You know, even though Mike Brown was wicked, he was doing something that was unsavory. But the fact about it is, shit, in the eyes of the people, he was just like, it was several stories. You know, we was told that he was stealing blacks or backwoods or whatever. It's been a while. But regardless of that, man, you shoot the man in the head, shoot him in the body, you put more bullets in him. They said, well, he charged the cop. Okay, so be it. But at the end of the day, you still came with the intent to kill. Same thing with Tamir Rice. Okay, you came there with the intent to kill. You don't come with the intent of de-escalating anything, because how many Edomite national shooters have you detained alive and unharmed? Okay, just like that alleged situation that happened 2 months ago about out there in New York City, when dude allegedly donated the pipe bomb and shot 13 people and didn't kill anybody. You know, the narrative spins and changes on that. But what about that? Okay, if you was able to catch that guy in an act, you would have blew his head off. And the fact that y'all didn't kill him when y'all caught him, it makes me think that was indeed a psyop. Because if this was just some rogue Jake that lost his mind, that went on a shooting, killing spree, man, y'all would have sent the night. Y'all would have literally dropped a nuclear bomb on that one guy. You would have nuked the whole city to get one Israelite. It's called collateral damage, right? That's how this man play, okay? But these Edomites, man, they can go and shoot up Popeye's chicken right now full of Negroes. He's going to be detained. I've seen other Edomites beat up Edomite cops, spit at cops. You know what I'm saying? Pull out guns on cops, and the cops try to de-escalate it. But when it comes to our people, hell nah. You're right. It says, because thou has a perpetual hatred. That word perpetual goes into continual, everlasting, okay? He's never stopped hating us since the birthright, even when he was Cain and Jacob was Abel, so to speak. That hatred was there then, because, hey, what did he do? He rose up and he slew Abel, because the Most High didn't accept Cain's sacrifice, man, because the Most High told him what to sacrifice. And what did he do? He did the polar opposite, man, okay? And the Lord didn't have favor with him. All right. And it says here, in the time of their calamity, and that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, says the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee into blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Why? Because the times we coming in, like I saw a video 2 nights ago of Jake pretty much out there in California. It's like some GTA online shit, man. You know how it's all chaotic. Literally, Jake chased some people down for this watch, and they hit her ass with the damn car. She flew down, she flew off the hood, rolled in the street. She took the watch off and threw it, and they beat her up, man. And then they pulling guns. They was literally snatching and grabbing and following you Edomites to your homes and robbing you. Okay, now is that a circumspect thing to do? No, it's not. But the Lord is putting a certain perverse spirit on this place because Jake is tired of it, man. Jake is really paying attention, and they're seeing the fact that you've dealt with hate and you've dealt with unjust gain. Everything you have, from your 20-bedroom mansions to your bunkers to your jobs to your corporation. Jake realized that you didn't get that by working hard. They realized that the reason, in fact, you have that is because we built up this damn country. Okay, and you a trust fund, baby. Your money, all you devils out there that's driving in a Mercedes Benz and all this shit, that's blood money, man. That was money that was made off the back of Negroes, because mainly every Fortune 500 company was started up off the backs of slaves, man. Now look it up. And that's a true fact. And Jake is picking up on that. They like, man, hell nah. We want to take back what's ours. Rightfully so. But, you know, the Lord said, wait ye upon me. Because it's going to be a spirit that's going to be put out here, that the Lord is going to allow the righteous men to rise up and do what they have to do in that day. But you 2/3, man, you're going to go out here and you're going to play the monkey game, and it's going to come back and bite you like it always does. You know, but nonetheless, Jake, they're targeting Edomites now. We said it. We said it through the spirit. We said, hey, Jake going to start coming into your neighborhoods, and they're going to start messing you devils up. We said that. Now, look, it's happening. California, because California is one of the main cities that's hit by inflation, is like 12%, man. 9 to 12% in certain cities. So wait till that inflation really starts to kick off in Missouri, Kansas, you know, different Montana. You know what I'm saying? Wait till that inflation really hits here, because believe it or not, here in Missouri, you have a lot of rich Edomites here, man. I mean, it's breathtaking. And the fact that the cost of living here is a little bit cheaper, you know, so they're trying to build up. But nonetheless, you have some very wealthy Edomites here. I mean, you got mansions like this guy, Patrick Mahomes, you know, know exactly where he stays at. He stays right in the city. I'm not going to disclose the location. It's not important. But you got Edomites out there in his area that got way bigger houses than him. I mean, I've seen Edomites with houses that look like museums, man, but they're never there. You know, but these are the type of people that has made money off our bloodshed and our tears. That's why they have that. But see, it's going to come a time that Jake's here. They're going to start going over there to pillage and rob and pull them devils out of their homes and do something to them, man. Because believe it or not, the hood is literally 4 or 5 blocks from where they stay. I mean, literally it's walking distance, man. When you go west of Troost, it's pretty much a gold mine. When you go anything east of Troost, that's when the property value goes down. You see what I'm saying? So they gonna Jake, man, they gonna do it, man. That's why it says here, and I would make Mount Seir most desolate and cut him off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and in thy hills and thy valleys, and in thy all thy rivers should they fall that are slain of the sword. Okay, and I will make perpetual desolations, and thy cities should not return, and ye should know that I am the Lord, man. That's right, man. Okay, because Yahweh is getting ready to make a stand in this place. It's not going to tolerate you Edomites continue to put your hands on us, man. You know? What is this? Lepers. Let me see. Blase, give me 1 second. It says the leper shall watch over thee going into the cops. I know there's Jeremiah 7. I'm pretty sure I'm reading. Matter of fact, let me look. Lepers. Oh, it's Jeremiah 5. Okay. I know I get the two mixed up. But anyway, this is the book of Jeremiah 5. And I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, wherefore a lion out of the forest shall slay them, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them. Okay, this is going into them cops. Okay, because, hey, when do cops be mainly on a patrol? At nighttime, they patrol Jake's neighborhoods. Now, if you go to a gated community, they may have a guard in a booth, but you don't see no patrol cars out there. Like, you got a place I would call OP. Okay, you got Leewood, you got Prairie View. Okay, all nice homes, right? Now, you don't have Edomite cops out there that's patrolling neighborhoods because they know it's relatively safe. But see, what happens is they patrol the main street at a certain time because, you know, it's a lot of attractions. You got movie theaters, you got bowling alleys, you got restaurants out there. And Jake is hitting up these spots to get away from the city, okay? They go out there and see Esau's picking up on that. So he hits the main drag to try to catch Jake slipping because they know 9 times out of 10, Jake is out there riding illegal. They probably got weed on them or guns. Tags are not up to date, no insurance, whatever. Okay, so they hit the main strip, okay? And that's how they get their revenue. But they don't police the neighborhoods because ain't nothing happening out there, allegedly, you know, outside of white-collar crimes and rape and pillaging of little kids, blood drinking, sacrifice. I mean, those things go on there, but the cops have a stand down order on it because they are part of the same ritual. They're part of that fraternity, you know. And it says here, and a wolf of the evening shall spoil them, and a leper shall watch over their cities, and everyone that goeth out then should be torn in pieces because their transgressions are many and their backslidings are increased. Right, and it is a punishment that the Most High has put upon our people, no doubt. But overall, as we read in Ezekiel, you still got to pay for that. All right. So this is the book of Zechariah 9. And I'm going to start at verses 12. It says, turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I've bent the bow for Judah for me and filled the bow of Ephraim and raised up thy, which is Latin tribes, by the way. I know that just make your blood boil. All right. You guys out there. You guys is, bro, it's no point. But it says, when I've bent the bow for Judah for me and filled the bow of Ephraim and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, and made thee as a sword of a mighty men. Okay, so that's going to basically be the clashing of the tribes with these devils, man. And overall, the Most High is going to give his men power too. to handle certain threats and so forth that come near us. Because hey, you gonna have Jake out there that's gonna try to seek the prophets too, man. I mean, it's one thing you got Jake out there, but see the prophets, we have a whole nother threat. Okay, we got Esau, okay, we got the government, and then we got our own people. We got other Israelites that literally want to see us dead. You'd be surprised on how many guys sit and watch videos, man, and point out at that day we gonna go get that, bro. Like if we was to be accused in a court and put on trial, and Esau would subpoena everybody that had something against us, you would see a whole family there, man. You would see a lot of these Israelites there. Okay, yeah, all types of shit, man. You will see it. You will see it, man. And you will see your own mother out there. You see your kids. Crucify them, man. Bro, like we got a whole nother threat. All right, we got Esau. We got the 2/3 of our people. We got the government. We got everybody that's pretty much gonna try to come down on us, man. You know, that's why, you know, brothers, hey, keep your head on a swivel. Stay circumspect. These men that's hiding behind comment boards and secretly, you know, hating you, hey man, you know, they gonna want to testify against you sooner or later. But that's all good. They did the same thing to Yahweh Shai. They did the same thing to our Lord. You know what I'm saying? They made a man an offender for a word, you know. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm gonna end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.